I think markets are trading, right?
Yellow finish is what it is. The GIFT Nifty actually indicated a flattish start, but the market's anything but that. It's a 40-point uptick that we're seeing on the Nifty. The mid-caps continue to do well. The Nifty Bank is actually underperforming a bit, but too early to call it an underperformance, so to say. Broader markets, no problems. 5 stocks advancing for 1 stock which is declining. So let's look at some of the stocks which are in focus. HCL Tech, of course, is the big gainer, the top gainer on the Nifty. And that's largely on account of that near $300 million deal that has come in with Olympus. Apart from that, we are seeing some traction in oil marketing companies as well. BPCL is doing well, up around 2%. Tech Mahindra, Coal India are the other gainers on the way up. On the way down, though, we are seeing some bit of decline in Asian Paints, Titan, a couple of these consumer discretionary names seeing a wee bit of profit booking. ICICI Bank is the other one, which is mildly in the red. Nothing really to worry about, so to say. Oracle, however, is up around 4%, though it has nothing to do with the Oracle that was up in after-hours trade in yesterday's trading session overnight in the US. Biocon also seeing some bit of profit, taking down about 1.5%. BHEL is the other one, which is down about 1% as well. Broader markets, of course, Nigel, doing a lot better.
Well, that's right, Mangalam. A few stocks that are bobbing around. You have some of these mid-cap tech names that are doing better. You have, Birlasoft that's higher in trade. Persistent Systems as well was up close to 2%, and Emphasis as well was higher in today's trading session. Both seeing some profit taking. Biocon has come in for some profit taking. BHEL as well has come in for some profit taking. The headline index, mind you, is now up close to around 70 points as we speak. So good move is what we're seeing, at least on the headline index. But from the broader markets, well, Heritage Food is down close to around 4.5%, Mangalam. Jaycorp started off in the green. That as well is moved into the red. TVS Supply Chain, as Mangalam told us earlier today, that agreement that they have signed, it helps them in terms of the volume growth that they have been talking about. So good move out there. IRB as well popped up 2.5%. And SCI Land, that's one of the top volume gainers actually, up close to around 6%. Even SCI is up close to around 5.5%. Prashant.
Well, it's coming up as a very large sort of volume mover. 50 points, by the way, on the Nifty is what we have. 23,300 plus. The Nifty Bank will come up for you on your screens. That is also up about, but it's flat. I mean, 38, 40 odd points in a 50,000 index. That constitutes flat. Mid-cap index will come up. That is up 0.5%. And the small-cap index is 0.5% higher. I mean, mid-caps and small-caps far outperformed what the Nifty did yesterday. So that continues today as well. So a few other names, right? And I think at the risk of some repetition, but HCC is up. It'll come up big mover yesterday, 3%. It's the top volume-led gainer today. Oracle Financial Services, I think we mentioned that, 5.5% higher. Reliance Power is coming up with a 5% pop. Very large volume, so that's the reason why we are mentioning it. JP Associates is the 4th biggest volume-led gainer on the NSE. Go-Digit Insurance, Yash highlighted the numbers, 5% first after it came to the market. So 352 is where Go-Digit is at. You've got what else? Paradeep Phosphates, which I think is starting higher. Sharply higher right now, 4%. There is a stock called Kriti Industries, again, large volumes, and its limit up 20%. I don't think it's ever come up here on the screen. 164. Schneider is up about 5%, 862 right now. There is Dollar Industries, which is up about 5%. I mean, I can go down the list, but volumes then kind of sort of start to taper off very, very fast. Yesterday, I think was the first time names like these Heritage Foods and KCP are all pulled back. After the frenetic rally that we had, KCP, etc., were down about 5, 6, 7%. Heritage is down about 5%, and it's down. And KCP perhaps we could pull up as well. Otherwise, I can't spot any large volume-led loser at all across the board. So that's the picture.
There aren't many. And just a word on Dollar Industries. You said that is one of the gainers today. They've appointed the services of Mahesh Babu as a brand ambassador to increase their business in the south, and they're aiming for 50% sales growth coming by in the southern part of the country itself, and that explains the sort of up move that we're seeing here. Dollar Industries, mostly an east-north sort of facing company, now increasing their presence in the south, and we have some traction in a lot of these PSUs. Nigel, you pointed out SCI Land and Assets. Look at Dredging Corp. That's the other one which is up 10%, and a fair amount of volumes there as well. So locked in that 10% circuit. Bunch of these stocks actually doing well.
Well, that's right, Mangalam. And just one more stock, Sun TV. The stock has gone to its highest levels I think we've seen in the last 5 or 6 years. We've been highlighting this actually, that valuation-wise things look good. 30,000 crores of market cap. They have around 5,000 crores approximately of cash in their books. They have that IPL franchise as well, doing in a bit of 2,500 crores. So valuations are always supportive. I recall, 2018, the stock went to more than 1,000 rupees. And from there, it more than halved. But now in the last few days, the stock has seen a good move. Yesterday as well, it was one of the outperformers. And in today's trade as well, it's up. For this month, the stock is up close to around 18%. One of the top volume movers today.
I think I saw a broker, I think it was Axis Capital, I think it was yesterday, highlighting valuations are also
very amazing.
Completely out of whack. I mean, and there are not that many plays, right, in that space. There's Sun TV.
The problem, I think, is that political risk, right? Which
has turned out to be a...
Absolutely.
Which is currently a favor. The big trigger for them, however, irrespective of the valuation and all that, is are they going to unlock value at any point in the Sunrisers? And the way they performed this time in the IPL, of course, they would extract a little more value. But that's exactly what
just two things, Mangalam. One is use the cash in your books. What are you sitting on so much of cash? Second is unlock some value. But I think we've spoken enough about it. Let's get to our next guest.
There's one more. Sorry, there's one thing which is a long. I remember. I don't know. So the promoter takes, I think, it's a large chunk as a fixed as a percentage of profits or something, if I remember it correctly. So I remember there used to be a lot of angst back in the day that should be corrected. But we'll get the latest on this one. But as Nigel said, enough about Sun TV. Let's move on. 773 on the price there. Markets holding with a 50-point pop. Dheeraj,